Hey, so I seen this NICKMERCS versus Call of Duty, and a comment he made about leave the children alone. And now let's just dissect what's going on here. So we don't even have to discuss the orientation of the lifestyle. That's not what this is about. We don't have to discuss how you feel, because technically we're not even allowed to discuss how we feel. So we're just going to self-censor right now, but we're going to talk about a variety of issues that play into this. So number one, you're allowed to be cool and agree, but you're not allowed to disagree. So if you say a comment like, just leave the kids alone, the accepting side, the friendly side, the open-minded side, not the closed-minded side, will freak out. Now, let's just stop right there and just say, this is stupid. This is so stupid to say that, okay, you're a video gamer, you're a new parent, and you don't want stuff mixed in with kids, so you say leave the kids alone. But the real question at hand is, where does a company, a corporation, get off fighting with their fan base? Generally speaking, in this issue, had Call of Duty, Activision not said a word, this could have all been swept under the rug. But the fact that he said that leads into, from a 30,000 foot view, into a thing called ESG, which is environmental social governance. You can check my back catalog. I have multiple videos and examples of ESG. So ESG means environmental social governance. Now, the environment is like climate change. Social is these type of sexual issues, and governance is the way to control people. Now, what's going on here? Now, the government and these leftist governments, they hate dissent, they hate tradition, they hate family values, and they want more power to the government. Now, people are very dumb and very stupid, so they can't put two and two together about why this is happening. But for the rest of the 30%, the 15 to 30% of people that can see that this is weird, it's that the government or the corporation cannot act alone and make policies to shift the mind state and the Overton window of consumers and their citizens. So what's happened is there is an unholy alliance by the means of corporate shareholders and stakeholders. So you have government, corporation. They both have same type of goals. They have the same type of thing where the government wants money, the corporations want money. The government wants no dissent, and the corporations want the same sort of thing too, where they don't want to be losing out on the bags, and they don't want the government coming after them. So again, now let's just stop again. I'm sorry, but we're going to go back again. So you're sitting in the office, in the boardroom, and they say like, hey, someone sits up in the boardroom and says, hey, this guy said that, we don't want to go after, leave the kids alone. I'm offended. And 5 other people probably in the boardroom were just like, just shut your mouth. Just stay out of it. But when you know that communism is king, and that it's not about making money, those are the old days. Those are the simple days. Those were for the simple ways. Nowadays, It's about getting the bag, not from your customers, but from BlackRock, State Street, and these weird parent companies and management firms. So when they do these sorts of posturing where they say to where the government's like, go for it, corporation goes in and clamps down on a social issue, their credit score goes up higher. They get rewards and points for a measurement system that you're not involved in. And they get rewarded for this. And now let's just stop and let's just look at, what does that mean that they get rewarded? This just means that in order for there to be social credit score, you need to have the corporations implementing what the government can't do. So in order for you to do such activities like cheaper car insurance, self-driving cars, Uber, banking, if you are not towing the line of what the government wants and the enforcement clampdown from the corporation, and then if there's any uprising from the consumers, you have Mr. Bags behind you, the corporation, to give them the money to bail them out of whatever set problem it is, and to show all other corporations, take a stand and your score will go up. This is the beginning of a social credit score. And this has nothing to do with gaming. This has nothing to do with your private life. This is about something more, that you're not allowed to dissent and differ on opinions. You're not allowed to differ. You're not allowed to dissent. There's a system in place. There's policy in place to make sure you get shut down. You get banned, banned from all different type of platforms and technological internet related things because you were a bad boy. And then you start becoming aware of like, okay, you know what? Now we can't say this, we can't say that. We are in social credit score. Once everyone's on board, then they can just say, hey, guess what, guys? You know, the way we were spying on you for all those years, listening to your phone calls and your emails and all this and that. You know how you were too stupid to understand a social credit score? Well, we started off with this ESG thing, and then we waited 10 years till you're old and dumb, and now your kids are fully on board with social credit score. So, yeah, these are hard ideas to string together and blah, 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 blah. But just know that this isn't coincidence. This has nothing to do with sexual orientation. This has more to do with control. Thank you.